What's up, y'all? It's Myrna, your favorite curly hairstylist. Today we are talking about having multiple curl patterns. Now, if this is you and you feel like you have 2 to 3 different curl patterns going on in your head, one in the front, one in the back, one in the middle, and you are just like at a loss on how to manage all those curl patterns, and you want to create some uniformity so it's easier to manage, easier to style, then stay tuned because we're going to dive right in. Now, I just want to preface this by saying that having multiple curl patterns is actually more common than we think. It can be contributed by a number of factors such as genetics, hair care practices, and even damage. I have a lot of clients that come into salon and are just like so confused by all the patterns and textures in their hair, and it makes styling actually really difficult when you want to do something such as a wash and go, and when you have a looser texture in the front and a tighter texture in the back, that it's hard to create this uniformity, and makes managing your hair really difficult, because then you're just like, what products should I use? Should I use something different on this section or something else on this? So these are just some tips that I've collected along the way that really helps my clients when it comes to dealing with different textures. Okay, first things first, when you are dealing with multiple curl patterns, you want to make sure that your curls are moisturized and conditioned regularly. That's because when your curls are dry and frizzy, it just makes those different curl patterns stand out. And when your curls are moisturized, you'll notice that they clump better together and they create more uniformity and they're more elongated. So it just helps disguise it overall. So you want to make sure that you are shampooing and deep conditioning at least once a week, just so that you can ensure that your curls are properly moisturized, and that deep conditioner will make sure that the curls are moisturized longer, so you don't have to deal with frizz, and it just creates that uniformity and it makes your hair easier to manage. Another tip when you are dealing with multiple curl patterns is you want to make sure that you are applying your hair products in the correct order. And that is because when you are applying your hair products correctly, it keeps your curls moisturized for much longer. And when your hair is moisturized, those curls clump and it disguises all those different hair textures. So a lot of people are familiar with the lock method or leave-in oil conditioner. Oh, leave-in oil cream. But what I actually recommend to my clients is to use the LCO method, which is a leave-in cream in an oil. A leave-in conditioner will keep your hair moisturized and protect your hair until next wash day, while a styling cream will provide that definition and that hold to create that uniformity. And then an oil will just seal in all that moisture so that it will be long lasting, so you don't have to keep refreshing your hair all the time. I recommend applying your products section by section and just focusing on those areas that just need a little bit more love, need a little bit more definition and hold. Last but not least, when you are dealing with multiple curl patterns, you want to make sure that you are actually picking hairstyles that creates uniformity. So you're not going back and having to refresh your hair all the time. Some of these styles are like braid outs, twist outs, even finger coils or perm rod sets, any rod set, flexi rod sets, and rollers. And that's because you are locking in that curl pattern rather than letting your curls do whatever. And these styles actually train your hair to teach them how you want them to set, how you want them to hold, so that it's just much easier when it comes to styling later on. So after cleansing, you want to grab your leave-in conditioner and moisturize your hair, and then go for your styling cream. And if you're, for instance, if you're going to wear a wash and go, you want to go in section by section and actually twirl that curl around your finger, so it just sets each curl so that that curl knows what to do and it's going to stay there, so you don't have to keep going and refreshing your hair later on. And like I said, having multiple curl patterns is actually very common, so you want to be sure to just be patient with your hair and customize a routine that works just for you and your unique curls. Pick and choose things that's from this list and just work with it and just see what works with your hair. If you had a light bulb moment today, drop it in the comment section. Let me know what really stuck out with you. and what you want to try. And if you have any other questions, y'all know I'm always happy to help. And if you need more help with your hair and just creating a routine that works best for your curls, be sure to grab my free Curly Girl Planner. The link is in the description, and that's just going to help you figure out what products, tools, and just a good regimen that'll get your curls back on track. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next.